Raekwon Nelson started working for the Rockingham Fire Department on Monday. His first duty, carrying the U.S. flag and leading first responders from across Richmond County on a 3-mile trek to honor those who were killed on 9/11. For a decade, local firefighters, law enforcement, and other emergency personnel have marched from the old courthouse to Walmart to pay tribute to those lost on September 11, 2001. Nearly 3,000 people died after the collapse of the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City, a crash into the Pentagon, and a crash near Shanksville, Pennsylvania. As of last December, more than 4,000 first responders and other survivors have since died from toxic exposure, according to a report on asbestos.com, which cites information from the CDC's World Trade Center Health Program. The walk was started by 4 local first responders in 2013, and the Rockingham Fire Department took over planning in 2015. Morning thunderstorms gave way to sunny skies on Saturday, allowing local animal lovers to paddle Blewett Falls for a fundraiser. Richmond County Operation Fix hosted its inaugural Paddle for Paws event, organized by Hannah Marks, vice president of the group, who combined her passions for kayaking and pets. After a meal from Burger Bros, 14 kayakers put in at the boat landing on the Anson County side of Blewett Falls Lake and paddled around Big Island, with Scotty Baldwin trolling his boat nearby in case anyone needed help. According to Operation Fix founder Allison Story, the event, sponsored by Rulis Realty Company, raised $1,300. She said that amount is enough to cover 10 spays for large dogs or 18 spays or neuters for cats. In addition to the paddle, the group also collected 4 large lawn bags of trash from around the landing and along the river. A Richmond County lawyer was disbarred earlier this summer for embezzling entrusted funds, according to an order of discipline from the North Carolina State Bar. Jonathan Brent Garner, who was admitted to the bar in 2003, was ordered to surrender his law license and bar card within 30 days of an order dated on June 7 and filed in Wake County in July. According to the findings of fact portion of the order, Garner embezzled from a trust account of $5,700 between December 2017 and August 2018. The order shows Garner also transferred $200 from the trust account to his operating account on or about December 24, 2018. The order goes on to list other misconduct that was found from an examination of the trust account. Although the order states that Garner committed criminal acts, online court records did not reflect any criminal charges as of 4 p.m. on September 8th. However, Garner does have several pending traffic violations, including driving with a revoked license and having an expired registration. Garner is the second Richmond County attorney to be disbarred within the past 2 years. Former attorney H. Bright Lindler was disbarred in late 2021. A man has been charged in a fatal hit and run last month on Airport Road. Damian Ryan Brayboy, 29, is charged with felony hit and run causing serious injury or death. According to the North Carolina Highway Patrol, Brayboy is the driver responsible for the death of 53-year-old David James Marshburn Jr. Marshburn was riding a homemade motorbike around 9 p.m. on August 17th near the Richmond County Airport when he was rear-ended, according to troopers. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The Highway Patrol issued a social media post asking for help in locating the suspect vehicle, which was described as a silver Jeep. First Sergeant Pee Dee Smith said Brayboy was stopped by the Richmond County Sheriff's Office the night of September 8th and arrested on an outstanding warrant. Records show he is also charged with a misdemeanor count of assault on a female. The Sheriff's Office then notified the Highway Patrol, and after an interview, troopers determined Brayboy was the suspect driver, according to Smith. Brayboy was booked into Richmond County Jail on a $25,000 secured bond for the hit and run charge and a $1,500 secured bond for the assault charge, but has since made bail. He is scheduled to appear in court on September 27th for the hit and run and September 25th for the assault charge. 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns weren't enough to get the job done on Friday for the Richmond Raider football team. Losing to Myers Park 47-14, the Raiders suffered their 4th consecutive loss to begin the season. That marked the worst start in the school's 52-year history, surpassing last season's 0-3 start. Trailing 28-0 at halftime, two more scores by the Mustangs made it a 40-point deficit at the start of the fourth quarter. The Raiders start conference play this week as they'll host Southern Lee on Friday for the team's annual homecoming game. Action will begin at 7:30 p.m. When we return, we get your Live at 5 weather report. It's coming up after the break, so stay tuned.
It's not for everyone, only for you. The medication your doctor prescribes is exclusively yours to take as directed. Nobody else should be taking it. It's up to you to keep your medication secure and to safely dispose of any unused medications. Don't let anyone take what's yours. Your prescription, your responsibility. Be aware, don't share. Lock your meds.
Hometown heroes? Well, maybe. When it comes to backyard comfort and no pesky mosquitoes, call Brown Termite and Pest Control at 910-895-6410 or 910-276-8870. Their team of superheroes can take back control of your paradise. That's 910-895-6410 today.
Richmond County Hospice prepares every day to provide the highest quality care possible for our patients and their families.
Good morning. Thank you for calling Richmond County Hospice. May I help you?
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
And welcome to your Live 5 weather report. Okay, hope you're having a wonderful day so far in the Sand Hills. Nice Monday so far. Temperatures hanging out in the mid to high 80s for most of the afternoon. Definitely a difference from what we saw on Saturday morning and a little bit into the afternoon. Saturday, well, I woke up, I don't know what time it was, maybe 8, 9 o'clock, and it just sounded like, it sounded to me, the best way I describe it, sounded like a war zone. It was just wild, all the thunder rolling through. It was just non-stop lightning strikes going all over the place. That storm lasted for about 40 minutes and it kind of moved on northward. It actually ended up in Greensboro by the time we had our second round of storms come through. Although that round, it was mostly just some rain mixed in. There wasn't really any lightning and thunder mixed in with that one. And then we had a third rain cloud come through. Again, kind of a smaller amount of rain dropping on us. But yeah, morning time Saturday was something wild for sure, to say the least. And yeah, continuing on, some pictures up on the screen now. And something that the RO staff here has actually captured on Saturday. Mine, Will Toller, and a few others up on there as well. So yeah, pretty cool shots around the county from the southern end all up to the northern end of the racetrack. So looking at tonight though, we're going to be seeing clear skies for this evening. Temperatures at 6 o'clock will be 85 degrees, 9 o'clock 77, with 11 p.m. We'll be seeing 75. And we have a sunset at 7:32 with a waning crescent moon phase for this evening. Looking at the forecast for tomorrow, sunny skies across the region. It's going to be again about the highs hanging out in the mid to high 80s, and we're going to be seeing 60s for the low, although not very, very low for the 60s. So Cumberland County a high of 88, low of 69. Hope County a high of 87 and a low of 69. Robeson County a high of 88 and a low of 70. Scotland County just 1 degree cooler on the low. Up in Moore County, high of 87, low of 69. Rich County also a high of 87 and a low of 69. And Anson and Marlboro counties will be seeing a high of 88 and a low of 68. And we'll continue to see sunny skies throughout the rest of this week. Although Wednesday, we're going to get more of a cloudy coverage. High of 84, low of 68 for Wednesday. Thursday all the way through Saturday looking to be a bit of a cool weekend ahead, especially for Friday. Thursday a high of 82, low of 64, with Friday at a high of 79, low of 59, and then we'll see high of 82 and a low of 55 for Saturday. 81, 60 for Sunday, partly cloudy skies, and the lone day on the forecast here with rain chances popping up. That will be on Monday, 4%, high of 82, low of 64. Of course, everybody's still talking about Hurricane Lee out there in the Atlantic. So far, it's looking like Lee is going to be trekking towards the north before it gets to our coastal sides. Although if you are going to be out at the Outer Banks maybe this weekend or this coming weekend, whenever it does start to go north, you might see some pretty high waves out there still from it. Maybe some wind conditions as well, but not maybe too much. Maybe still get a couple of bands of rain off of it, just depending on how it tracks up north. But right now, looking like it's going to be mostly of a miss for the Carolinas. We'll continue to check that out as it goes forward, because it's still a pretty long ways away from that point of being certain about that. But that is going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report and for tonight's edition of Live at 5. For the latest news, sports, and events happening in Richmond County, you can always visit richmondobserver.com or download the free RO app for your mobile devices. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Ross Parker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Richmond County.